The Galactic Exchange Station's recreational lounge buzzed with the usual mix of interspecies chatter and clicking, humming, and whistling that passed for conversation among the dozens of alien traders, diplomats, and travelers. In the far corner, a group of Korthak merchants were engaged in what appeared to be their favorite pastime, pranking unsuspecting members of other species. "Look at that human," Grixtalk chuckled, his mandibles clicking with amusement as he gestured toward the lone figure sitting at the central bar, fresh off the transport from that pathetic little world they call Earth. Perfect target. The human in question, according to his identification badge, Mike Rodriguez, cultural liaison, was peacefully enjoying what appeared to be a mild carbonated beverage while reading reports on a primitive data tablet. Vexmore, the largest of the Korthak group, produced a small container from his equipment pouch. The label bore warning symbols in 47 different languages, all essentially conveying the same message. Danger. Molecular incendiary compound. Not for consumption. Vorthak Fire Seeds. Vexmore announced proudly. One of these can hospitalize a fully grown Zolonian for 3 cycles. The capsaicin concentration is so intense it's classified as a chemical weapon in 17 systems. The plan was simple, cruel, and had worked on dozens of unsuspecting aliens over the years. Approach the newcomer, offer the snack as a gesture of friendship, then watch them suffer while the Korthak recorded the reaction for their entertainment collection. Grixtalk approached Mike with exaggerated friendliness. "Greetings, human. Welcome to the station. We Korthak pride ourselves on hospitality. Please, try these traditional delicacies from our homeworld." He offered the container with barely concealed anticipation. Mike looked up from his tablet with genuine interest. "Oh wow, thanks. That's really thoughtful of you." He examined the seeds with curiosity. "These look interesting. What are they?" "Vorthak Fire Seeds," Grixtalk replied, struggling to keep his mandibles from clicking with laughter. "A beloved snack among our people." Without hesitation, Mike popped 3 of the seeds into his mouth and began chewing. The Korthak group leaned forward expectantly, their recording devices ready to capture the inevitable screaming, writhing, and desperate calls for medical assistance. Mike chewed thoughtfully for a moment, then swallowed. Interesting flavor profile. Kind of earthy with a nice heat. Reminds me of ghost peppers, but with a smoky finish." He reached for more. "Mind if I try a few more?" The Korthak stared in stunned silence as the human consumed another handful of what was essentially edible napalm. "The heat level is pretty good," Mike continued conversationally. "Maybe a 6 or 7 on the human scale. My grandmother's salsa verde is probably hotter, but this has a really unique aftertaste. Is there a fruity note in there? Maybe some kind of acidic compound?" Vexmore's vocal cords produced what could only be described as a strangled wheeze. You're not experiencing any discomfort?" Mike considered this seriously. "Well, my sinuses are clearing up nicely. I've been fighting a bit of congestion from the recycled station air. This is actually really helpful." He consumed several more seeds. "Do you happen to know the Scoville rating on these?" "I'm thinking somewhere in the 800,000 range." By now, the entire lounge had fallen silent. Other aliens were staring in fascination and horror as the human casually consumed what was widely known to be one of the most painful substances in the galaxy. "This is impossible," Grixtalk whispered. "Those seeds contain concentrated capsaicin at levels that should be causing permanent nerve damage." Mike paused mid-chew. "Oh, capsaicin. Yeah, humans love that stuff. We actually cultivate plants specifically to produce it. Have you ever heard of Carolina Reapers? Or Trinidad Scorpions? Those are some of my favorites for weekend cooking." The Korthak group exchanged horrified looks as they realized their ultimate prank weapon was being treated like a casual appetizer. "We use capsaicin in our defense sprays too," Mike added helpfully. "Great for deterring aggressive wildlife. Though honestly, some of our recreational hot sauces are stronger than our weapons-grade pepper spray." A small crowd had gathered to watch the human casually demolish what everyone else considered to be a torture device in edible form. Vexmore found his voice. Your species consumes pain? For pleasure?" Mike grinned, his lips slightly red from the seeds but otherwise showing no signs of distress. Pretty much. We figured out a long time ago that capsaicin triggers endorphin release. It's like getting a natural high from eating. Plus it helps with digestion and has antimicrobial properties. He finished the last of the fire seeds and looked hopefully at the container. Don't suppose you have any more of these? Maybe something even hotter? I'm thinking these would go great with some of the jerky I brought from Earth. Grixtalk slowly backed away from the human, his mandibles clicking in terror. What kind of death world produces beings that consume molecular fire for recreation? Mike considered this question seriously. Well, we did evolve alongside plants that were literally trying to kill us with chemical warfare. I guess we just decided to make friends with them instead. He stood up and extended his hand. Thanks for sharing. This was exactly the kind of cultural exchange I was hoping for. The Korthak fled. Word spread quickly through the station. Humans didn't just tolerate pain, they had somehow evolved to enjoy it. Within hours, Mike Rodriguez had inadvertently established Earth's reputation as a world so hostile that its inhabitants consumed chemical weapons as snack food. He never did figure out why everyone started treating him with such nervous respect.